This is going to be the most comprehensive breakdown on wholesaling real estate you've ever seen. Don't watch this video unless you're serious about wholesaling. Hi, my name is Jerry Norton. After wholesaling and flipping now thousands of deals over the past 20 years, that I've been a full-time investor and having helped my students flip over $500 million in real estate, I've come to not just understand, but really master the process of wholesaling. And I'm going to attempt to break it down for you in this video so that this serves as a beginner's guide to your first deal, if you will. But here's the thing. I've created almost 2,500 videos here on my channel and release new videos each and every week, all about wholesaling and flipping. So if you really want to learn the business of wholesaling and really excel at it, then subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. All of my videos are organized into playlists by topic. Anything you want to learn about, I've got videos to help you. I've also created dozens of free resources to help you apply what I teach in the real world that you can find in the description box below this video. And specifically, as I break down the 10 steps to wholesale your first house, I'll reference other videos and resources to help you learn and take action so you really do have everything you need to succeed. Now, real quick, before we get started with the 10 steps, in case you're brand new to wholesaling, let me give a brief overview. In any given marketplace, there are investors that we call cash buyers who are looking for distressed properties that they can buy at a discount that they can either fix and rent for cash flow or fix and flip for profit. Now, these investors have cash or access to cash, and they're actively looking for deals every single day. What a real estate wholesaler does is they go out in the marketplace and they not only source and find good deals, but they actually negotiate and enter into a contract with motivated sellers. A motivated seller is a property owner looking for a fast and convenient cash offer for his property and will gladly give up equity for peace of mind to be rid of his unwanted property. By entering into a contract with the seller, the wholesaler now controls the property because the seller can't sell the property to anyone else. Next, the wholesaler takes his deal to active cash buyers in the market and offers his contract for sale. In essence, he's selling his position in the contract or his right to buy the property to a cash buyer for a profit. Now, the cash buyer steps in as the new buyer and purchases the property directly from the seller. The wholesaler's profit is the difference between what a cash buyer will pay to buy the property and what the wholesaler has the contract for with the seller. For example, if the wholesaler executes a contract with a seller for $185,000 and a cash buyer agrees to pay $200,000 for the property, the wholesaler has a $15,000 spread on the deal. Now, wholesalers are extremely valuable in the marketplace, not only by helping motivated sellers, but also because they do all of the work to find, source, and bring good deals to cash buyers. Another way I like to look at a wholesaler is simply an outsourced independent acquisition sales rep for a cash buyer. Think about it. The cash buyer doesn't want to spend money on marketing. He doesn't want to talk to sellers. He doesn't want to negotiate, follow up, and make hundreds of offers a month. He just wants ready-to-go deals he can rent or flip. So he outsources acquisitions to a wholesaler who is willing to do all the hard work to find good deals. And here's the part that's flipping genius. The wholesaler doesn't have to fund, purchase, or manage the properties. He gets paid upfront at closing just for finding the deals. Get good at it and you can make a crap ton of money. Now, this is a wholesale deal we just did in Reedsville, North Carolina for $10,000. Or this wholesale deal in Worcester, Massachusetts for $16,000. Or this deal in Seversville, Tennessee for $20,000. Or this deal in Pensacola, Florida for $30,000. Or how about this deal in Lakewood, Washington for $52,500? And it's not just me. My student Kelly just wholesaled this house in Grand Junction, Colorado for $39,000. And check this out. My other student Gabe just closed this wholesale deal in Lancaster, California for $185,000. Insane. So if you're just getting started and you're fired up, then follow these 10 steps to get your first deal. Step number 1 is to get your business set up. You'll need to register an entity with the state, get an EIN number so you can file a tax return, and open a bank account. Not only does transacting in an entity give you liability protection because now you're not transacting in your personal name, but operating in an entity also allows you to take business write-offs and other tax-saving benefits. Getting your entity set up isn't critical to doing your first deal, but why wait? And honestly, it's easy and inexpensive to do. I recommend to all my students to use Prime Corporate Services. They specialize in real estate, and not only can they set up your entity, but they also do bookkeeping, year-end tax returns. They even help you get business lines of credit. I'll put a link in the description below to set up a free consultation call. Step 2 is to choose your market. Decide if you're going to wholesale in your backyard or virtually in another market. Let me talk about each. I define your backyard as anywhere you can drive to in any direction within an hour. Now, I recommend a market with at least 500,000 in population, but ideally closer to 1 million. This will give you a big enough playground so that you have tons of opportunity. Now, I'm a big fan of wholesaling in your backyard. Not only do you know the market since you live there, but you also go on appointment to meet sellers. Face-to-face interaction is much more powerful than trying to close deals on the phone. However, if the market where you live is too rural or maybe values are really high like Southern California, then you could pick a remote market. This is going to require you learn how to wholesale houses without you personally or physically seeing them. You'll need to get boots on the ground, but it allows you to live anywhere and still wholesale houses. This is known as virtual wholesaling, and I did a 4-part video series where I break down how to wholesale remotely from the comfort of your own home, and I also created a free guide to virtual wholesaling. Links in the description below. Once you've decided on your market, take the time to learn your market. And I recommend you break down your market based on average values and increments of 100,000. For example, where's the highest concentration of homes valued between 200 to 300,000, between 300 to 400,000, and so on. Now, this is easy to do. Go on Zillow or Redfin and look up your market. Then put a price filter for sold homes during the past 12 months using sold price ranges of 100,000s. And then see where the highest concentration of homes are in your market at that price range. This will help you start to learn your market. Next, break it down even more and look even closer at neighborhood values. Here's an exercise I recommend you do. Once a week, pick a neighborhood or a concentrated area of 1 mile or less, print out a list of all of the sold homes in that area, and then drive each and every one. Pull up to the house and ask, why did this home sell for that price? Pay attention to how values change as you go from house to house and neighborhood to neighborhood. It may take all day, but you will really learn your market well doing that. Remember, the more of a market expert you become, the quicker you can analyze deals and make decisions, so don't shortcut this step. Once you've decided on your market, step 3 is to generate leads. A lead is simply a distressed property or a distressed property owner. For example, owners in pre-foreclosure, tired landlords, probate, or vacant properties. The goal is to identify distressed seller leads every day that you can go after and hopefully find a motivated seller. A motivated seller is a property owner who will sell his property at a discount for the speed and convenience of a cash offer. He desperately wants out from under the stress that property is causing him. Because motivated sellers only make up about 5% of sellers in the market at any given time, lead generation is the lifeblood to your wholesaling business. Without enough leads, you simply can't find enough motivated sellers and you won't get your first deal. Now, there are several methods to generate leads. I did a video and created a free report that covers over 67 different leads that you can go after. Links in the description. In the beginning, most aspiring new wholesalers don't have a marketing budget to generate leads. That was the case when I started. I had some time and no money. If that's you, then I recommend starting with free methods, and then as you do deals, start to reinvest in marketing so that you can generate even more leads and higher quality leads. The number one method to generate free leads is from real estate agents and properties listed for sale on market. Now, I've wholesaled thousands of on-market properties, and no one knows how to do it better than me. I'll put a video in the description below that will give you a comprehensive breakdown on how to get agents to bring you their best deals. Another powerful tool if you have time but no money is PropWire. Now, PropWire is a revolutionary new software with over 157 million distressed properties nationwide. With PropWire, you can search and download an unlimited amount of leads for free. No monthly subscription and no data upsell charges. To check it out, just go to joinpropwire.com. Now, once you've done a few deals using free and low-cost methods, reinvest some of your profits into paid marketing such as direct mail and Google Ads to really grow and scale your business. Be sure to check out my detailed marketing plan for doing 3, 5, even 10 deals a month consistently. Link in the description. Now, once you start generating distressed property leads, it's time for step 4, which is to analyze those leads to determine your offer price, or what's called your maximum allowable offer, or MAO for short. Now, you can't make an offer to the seller if you don't first figure out what the right price is so that you actually make money on the deal. The MAO is the price you need to get the contract for with the seller that has your wholesale fee factored into the offer price. Figuring out the MAO on a deal is what we call the wholesaling buy formula, and it takes into consideration all of the numbers to help you figure out what a cash buyer in your market would be willing to pay for that particular property. And this step often trips up a lot of new wholesalers because they overthink it and spend way too much time analyzing the numbers. To help you simplify the process, be sure to get my free deal analyzer. Just go to mydealanalyzer.com for the free download. I also did a detailed video with multiple scenarios on how to quickly calculate the right offer prices. I'll put the link to that video in the description below. Once you determined your offer price, it's time for step 5, which is to actually present your offer to the seller. And this is where the rubber meets the road when it comes to wholesaling. There is a very valuable lesson you need to understand, and the more you get this concept, the faster you'll get to your first deal. Are you ready? Here's some profound advice. You're going to want to write this down. Are you ready? The more offers you make, the more deals you'll do, and the more money you'll make. Let me say that again, and to prove that you're paying attention, write the following in the comments below. The more offers I make, the more deals I'll do, and the more money I'll make. And then throw in there, Jerry, you're a flipping genius, just for good measure. Okay, although that may sound obvious, most new wholesalers don't grasp this concept. You have to be willing to make a lot of offers. Remember, you're looking for the 5% of all transactions that happen every single month in any given marketplace where the seller is motivated to sell his property at a discount. Understand this, most people are going to say no, which means the more no's you get, the faster you'll burn through the 95% who aren't motivated, and the faster you'll find the 5% who are motivated. It's that simple. Here's my advice to all new wholesalers. If you're not willing to make 100 offers to get one deal, then you have no business being a wholesaler. I have 2 videos I want you to digest. The first is how to make 100 offers a month in a fraction of the time, and the other is how to consistently make 5 offers a day like clockwork. Both links in the description below. Now, I'm also going to give you my word-for-word scripts for talking to both agents and sellers. I'll put those free download links in the description below as well. Once you've started making offers, the special moment is going to happen when the seller says yes to your offer. Step 6 is to execute a contract. The money is in the contract. That contract is what you're going to sell to a cash buyer. Now, I teach how to wholesale both on-market properties where agents are involved and off-market properties where you're dealing directly with the seller. If it's an on-market, the agent will write and present the offer to the seller using their state-approved contract, but you still need to make sure that that contract is written with everything you need to wholesale it. Now, I did a video where I break down 10 things to include in an on-market contract. Link in the description. With off-market, you have to write and present the contract yourself. If you're a member of my Flipster system, my digital contracts are standard. What's awesome is you just email it directly to the seller and they sign it electronically on the spot. Now, if you've never heard of Flipster, it's a cloud-based, all-inclusive system to help you organize, streamline, and automate all of the steps to wholesaling and flipping houses, including my done-for-you digital contracts. To test drive Flipster for free, just go to joinflipster.com. Now, I also did a video to show you exactly how to fill out the contract, link in the description. Now, once you've executed a contract with the seller, it's time for step 7, which is to open escrow with a wholesaler-friendly title company. A title company is going to do a title search to verify who owns the property and find out if there's any issues such as liens or unpaid property taxes, etc. They're going to prepare everything for a closing where change of ownership will happen between the seller and the new buyer, which we'll cover in a minute. Well, since our plan is to wholesale the property to a cash buyer, we need a title company that understands how to do that. We call this a wholesaler-friendly title company. Now, I did a video where I explain how to find a wholesaler-friendly title company, link in the description. After you open escrow, step 8 is to find a cash buyer. Now, this is known as dispositions or dispo for short. You'll notice in our steps that I had you find the deal first and then the cash buyer. This is contrary to what a lot of experts teach, but don't listen to them, listen to Jerry. Once you have a good deal, finding a cash buyer is easy if you follow my neighborhood flipper method. Here's how it works. Go on Zillow and look for recently sold homes that were renovated by flippers. These are easy to identify. They're newly remodeled, vacant, and often staged. Then reach out to the listing agent who represented the flipper and tell them about your deal. Flippers love to do repeat deals in the same area where they've previously done deals. My neighborhood flipper method works almost every time, so long as you actually have a good deal. I have a video where I show you live how quick and easy I find cash buyers using this method. Check it out, link in the description. Now, when it comes to dispo, your job as a wholesaler is to make the decision to buy your deal as easy as possible for a cash buyer. For that reason, make sure you package your deal with all of the pertinent information that a cash buyer will need, such as the address, the price, the after repair value, comps, repair breakdown, detailed pictures, etc. Now I have a specific 7-step process I follow to market and sell my deals to cash buyers that will get you the highest price. Link in the description. And to really help you get comfortable talking and building relationships with cash buyers, I'll give you my word-for-word scripts for free. Now, these include my scripts for texting, voicemail, emails, etc. Download link in the description. Once you've identified your highest and best offer from a cash buyer, it's time for step 9, which is to execute an assignment contract. The assignment contract is what allows the cash buyer to step in and take over the contract with the seller for a fee. And again, if you have my Flipster system, digital assignment contracts come included, which makes it really easy to send your cash buyers for electronic signatures. Check it out at joinflipster.com. Now, quick tip, make sure you get a sizable non-refundable deposit from your cash buyer. I suggest at least $5,000. This ensures your cash buyer is committed and shows up on the day of closing. Once you have your executed contract and non-refundable deposit, get both over to your title agent who you opened escrow with. Now they have the original contract with you and the seller and the assignment contract with you and your cash buyer. And if they're good, they'll handle everything from there. And finally, step 10 is on the day of closing, title will close with the seller and your cash buyer and wire you your wholesale fee. That means you don't need to attend closing. I haven't been to a closing in years. Now, hopefully your goal is not to just do one wholesale deal, but to do deals consistently each and every month. That means instead of chasing after a deal, you need to learn how to run a business that does deals. There's a big difference. And if you'd like to work directly with me and not just learn how to earn a 6-figure and even 7-figure income while partnering on deals so that you earn while you learn, then check out my mentor and partner program called Fast Track. To get all the details, just go to fasttrackwithjerry.com. All right, it's time to get out there and make it happen. Now I'll put all the steps with links to videos and resources into a blueprint that I'll give to you for free, link in the description. And if you agree that no one gives away better content and more free resources than me, leave a comment and say, thanks, Jerry, you're a flipping genius. Now, finally, I want you to know that I fix and flip houses as well, and I'm always looking for good deals. I have capital and systems in place. So for every deal you find that meets my criteria, I'll pay you $10,000. Now, if that sounds exciting, then watch this next video where I go over all the details and how you can be a finder for me. Watch that now, and remember, it's not about the money, it's about having the time and freedom to be, do, have, and give everything God has in store for you. And I'll see you on the next video.